Skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. And I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting...
Change my clothes and wash my hands. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
不是吧？我不知道哎。
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Hi, Brian.
The funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Nice, 进城.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam. I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big. I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things. I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick. My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine. You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway. get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here. These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
嗨，西罗。哎，西罗，我问你，你有在用 Netflix 吗？禁止狩猎。
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
有全咖吗？我想加一，拜托，还可以再加一吗？没有，不能试着让他再多一个空位吗？可以吗？
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
我想加一，我想加一。
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it. I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
我愿意 share， 我好想加一。嗨，香奈儿有在用 Netflix 吗？
Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
有缺咖吗？有缺吗？有缺人吗？有缺人吗？我想看返校。返校要出啦！揪团啊！可是我不太敢跟就是不认识的人揪哎。可是我跟聊天室严格来讲好像也没有很熟。因为我是看 PPT 都满了啊，我怎么会想跟网友揪团？因为我真的太想看返校了，快到了，快到了，我跟家人不熟，没有啊，我们家就只用一个账号而已啊。啊，哎，香奈儿没有办法加一吗？拜托，我朋友满了，我朋友也都满了，我问过了。我要去看葬礼，我这边是3日10路。那我要走回去咯。悬崖处。
Kids hung out here all the time. Not that I was ever invited, or wanted to go.
我当主揪，可是我不太会算那个钱欸。就是想当被动的那一方。
I don't think these tables have seen any children recently.
这礼拜啊？
At least I hope not.
这礼拜初。
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
哎，走这边哦。几个人除以几？主要是因为我账号有点，就是怎么讲？因为我这边是绑 MOD 的，我不知道这样子会不会有影响。我只想看那一部，我个人是只想看那一部，但我家人有别部想看，就是我申请账号的话，就是不会只有我看。啊，我家就被断掉啦！妈的，我真的很不爽。我家之前用别人的共用账号，所以今天刚被断，老娘很不爽。找家人合组没有，我们家就是只有用一个账号而已。我们家只会用一个账号。奇怪，我要从哪走？这吗？
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it. I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
没有，哎，你们不知道电视版要出了吗？电视版这礼拜出啊，就电视剧啊，电视剧的返校这礼拜出，然后 Netflix 也会上啊。奇怪，我到底要走哪里？不是走这啊？5个使用者。因为我们家就是之前就是用别人的账号，然后就是当第5个使用者，结果就是跟其他的使用者撞。 就被踢掉了。没有。
There seems to be something here.
哦，有东西。A 加 S。
Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials.
感谢你
Always
的
seems
follow。
twisted to me. Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials. Always seems twisted to me.
就剧情导向游戏啊，根据你的选择，它会有不同的结果，这样。哎，不对啦，香奈儿，你还没有回应我哎。哎，对。
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind? Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
哎，对啊，西罗不用缴了啦，给我啦。
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
回忆可以记忆吗？不行。如何香奈儿可以吗？
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
没有，他减重。你看 Tell Me Why 都没有中文。
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... People around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
你是说制作上还是发
I
行
heard you,
上？
Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
发行哦，是哦，发行我没有注意。可是万代会，他这一部不是 PC 上不是 Epic 独占吗？万代不像是会做这种事的啊。万代不像是会做 Epic 独占这种事的公司。危机险。
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
哦，等人回应，好哦，好哦。
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
走吧，新的日子。浪费的时间已经够多了。 哪有？哦，
I missed the funeral.
每
Maybe
天
it's
都
for the
很
best.
好啊，
On the
大
bright
家每天
side,
都很
Nick's not
好。
alive for me to let him down again.
所以大家每天都很好。
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
“我快到了。”
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
“华生的剪辑都是神作，不解释，每个都推，有华生都推。发片者都推，都推，都推，熟肉都要珍惜。
Muley, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
听我解释。I'm so sorry.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave. You said... I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something, especially after... You know, after my dad.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight, to reassure her, and myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
好，我答应，我答应，我答应。
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me.
哦，开大车，
You better get in there too. Can't hide in
开
your
大
car all
车
night.
是
Who says I'm
给
hiding
你
out here?
们冲刺开车用
I
的。车开满了就会变成开大
See
车
inside.。
至于开大车的奖励是什么，其实我自己也不知道，但我觉得应该是有奖励的。可是退学会给什么效果，其实我是不晓得的。然后帮骂你87，那个是指定骂，但不是骂我哦。谢谢，米莉要骂谁啊？啊？快抢！有了吗？有了吗？我来，我来，我来。我先抢，大家等我。现在抢别的会员，等等，这很紧急。迫切需要。好，安安安安。 太真诚。没有，我没有回你，我只有跟真诚打招呼。为什么这个东西要面交啊？我第一次用这个，为什么这个要面交啊？有啊，它上面有写，回单的地方有写 buy pay。哎，真的哎，哎，可是为什么还有面交地点跟时间？是这样，他的那个什么白单，其实我不是很懂那个意思，用赖跟我讲，不是因为下面不是他要写说回信给主购的时候要填写那个资料嘛，就是有面交，我觉得怪，就想说奇怪为什么要那个东西。有的会，有的不会。那 ID 是 PTT 的账号的 ID 吗 ？Google 表单、基本表格，第一次用这个。我之前顶多只有在跟 Sale 用而已，我还没有用过合购版，试用各品项。 文之后按 Y， 我们可以自己按文哦。分白单和绿单上面的文字。你说寄出去的时候吗？我以为这个是要站内线。我看一下。白单，引用原文按 R。到底有没有什么功能？我都不知道原来站内信还有这么多，会有这样的分别。稍微细分。 好了，我寄出去了。希望能有好的回应，拜托拜托，真的很需要，我真的很需要。我都已经准备好，平日躺在床上，每个礼拜找个1天的时间躺在床上看返校。我真的很需要它。好，我们继续。现在是要帮一位小朋友找寻，就是为什么他的爸爸死亡的原因嘛。之前有被请过，我们家就是之前一直都是被请的，然后到昨天，到今天就被断掉了。就大概看了有2个多月吧。还没有。花生昨天心情不好。
Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by.
能也赚。可是就是前2个月看的都不是我，我原本就是预计要这个礼拜开始看的，然后就被断了。你知道我有多崩溃吗
？Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara. 他那个账号原本的人数就是满的。
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
爱的抱抱。
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
应该说，原本那个账号是别户人家在用的，然后就是我弟他去默默的把人家的账号密码拿过来在我们家使用，然后因为就原本都只是少量看没有被发现，之后就不小心越看越爽，看量越来越多，然后就被踢掉了。哎呀！没有，怎么这是没有？这是我弟用的哦。我刚开始还不知道，我还问我妈说为什么我们家有这个东西， 我就问我妈说，为什么我们家有这个东西？这不是要付钱的吗？然后她就告诉了我弟做了这种事情以后，对，可是我都没有，我真的都没有看，对，是我妈越看越爽，然后就被断掉。可是。我也正要开始看的时候就被断了。可是我中间劝阻了非常多次，都没有人愿意听我的劝，就是这样，我真的是无辜的，好不好？
That smile she had when I gave it to her. She could barely get on it back then. One of Nick's favorite matchups. Might be the first game he'll miss. That smile she had when I gave it to her. She could barely get on it back then.
没有，我没有准备堕落。我没有，我完全没有使用过哎。这是后门，有猫猫哎。
The old bar sign reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids.
我完全没有使用过。没有啊。
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left.
你说付费以后吗？
Wonder how they've been doing without me.
对啊。很简单啊，就登不进，因为公用账号它就是如果原使用者要登进去登不进去的话，就知道有人使用了。
Ethan keeps a spare key around, but I should use the front.
有备用钥匙？什么时候？我真的是无辜的，好不好？真的是无辜的。
I'm not ready for this.
走吧，我们进去。
Here we go.
来开始调查案件吧。
Mr. Samuel Higgs, Big Shot Investigative Reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that means you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right?
Just really embracing those Hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen. We get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
然后这个我原本就有打算要玩了。
Hey Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse. That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work. It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow, so hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about it?
我是预购。
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
坦诚相告。
I spend all day doing
不是
nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur
不是
together.
epic。
Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do. You should have been the one giving the eulogy, Samuel. No one knew it better than you. Like Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, you two were.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe you showed up.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
You've seen Anna? How is she? Is she here tonight?
Yeah. She's getting ready.
Getting ready for what?
Well, I don't know. Something? I've been avoiding her. She's kind of like mothering me. A lot. Like, a lot. And my own mom is already too much mom. You know? Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Tessie.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town, all right?
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path?
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You'll probably save some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of...
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad.
还好他这招也没有办法，就是直接性的、快速的找到，还是需要一些线索去推敲。
I wonder who took that picture. Look at us. Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Those two were a great team. Bug was so small back then.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
哦，对啊，他现在就还是属于一个很茫然的状态。
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
什么刚刚没有？我没有超能力 ，OK？ 哦，日子真的很艰难。
If you must know, I still haven't bounced back from when Anna and I broke up.
I think you mentioned she broke up with you. Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, that's how I ended up in this shit town. Chasing a woman. Yeah, then she left and I got stuck here with 2 kids. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which... here.
太左啦！安慰人家。
Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
Are you okay?
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
没有，我对那个没有兴趣。
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
“那系列的我全部都没有玩过。
Daddy, 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 open your eyes and wake up. The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 Daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, Daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how much.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit. Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. It started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now, this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
哦，被讨厌啊！打探的太积极。
Samuel, come, have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3, and then I'll go.
Thought we ran him out of town. I wonder what he's planning to do in this town.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
打探的太积极，结果什么都没有闻到。
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
Mr. Hicks, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
It's all right. Declan saved the day.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
Don't worry, I won't stay in town long enough for that. Declan, Bess, have a good night.
You too, Sam. Take care of yourself. Nick was a good man. Always spelled your name right when he was quoting you. Basswood lost one of its golden sons.
当然不能啊！手砸起来。
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more. Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel, join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
喝酒。
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan could lose his license.
I wasn't doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone.
You guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
Kathy seemed to care more about being embarrassed than how Joan feels.
Glass houses, Sam. Glass houses. It can't be easy for either of them.
Night. I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh? Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises. Stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
然后喝一喝，他到底是怎么进来这里的？捡尸？谁把他捡尸的？
Oh, my head. How many of these did I take?
身材不错，喜欢吗？
Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed. Late for checkout. They can wait a bit more.
不晓得。
God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. At least it won't take me long to get my things. Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud. I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel.
Ah, 我知道了，他意识里的那个小伙伴把他带进来的。
Already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt?
那这样就是自己 play。
I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel.
应该是他意识里的小伙伴把他带回来的吧。
Even sober, I'd never put my shirt back in the bag. If my jacket's here, my shirt can't be far.
感觉他那位小伙伴是最合适的人选。哦，衣服在这，怎么感觉有血啊？
That's not good. That's... Where did I get this? What did I do?
Wow! Wow! 小伙伴干的好事，什么游戏？看标题。安安杰洛斯，你误会的有点深啊。
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus. Find a way to calm down. Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
我错过冷静下来了。Calm down. 怎么还来？哦啊！
doing good. Really good. You're almost there. Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately. If I run, I'll keep running. And you face what happened. If I run, I'll keep running. And you face what happened. Hide. It's never happened.
这两个都挺消极的。
Going over.
这个呢？
Get far away. Don't think. Just go. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. If I run, I'll keep running.
就是你了。
Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers.
踏进去吧。勇于面对。
I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective. There's too many questions about last night. All the obvious answers are bad, but worth knowing. Not all answers are worth knowing. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Oh.
I remember seeing this before. A long time ago. Ethan and his parents. And I'm guessing that's his sister. He always thought they'd run the bar together. I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt. Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around figure out what happened. I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass? Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
有裂的痕迹，沙发有裂的痕迹。这个是。
What knocked this clock off the pillar?
坏掉的钟。
Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
哇哦，正常，是这样没有错啦。就是还不晓得它是自然现象还是人为的现象，因为除了那地方，其他也都有一些，就是像是人为现象的破坏痕迹啊。还可以玩哦。再一次，再一次。快了，快了，快了！哼！喂！ 没有要玩那么多关。原来可以把它们吃掉。我现在才知道，原来可以把它们吃掉。屁呀！什么我那个年代的游戏？没有哈 ，OK。
Finally beat Nick's high score. Wish you were here to take it back.
谁可以别装干？不熟哈，我真的不熟哈。我们继续找线索啊，攻三小，妈，到底是在攻三小？
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
有碎片。
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Hmm, 还有什么地方啊？哦，这个。
These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them? It seems there was a fight. That could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence. Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
还有吗？还有吗？
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for.
空瓶子，哎呦，有名片。
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me. Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
修的名片。药剂师。 啊？没有啊，我怎么什么都没有听到？听错了，应该不是我的哦。我没有听到，对，是杰洛斯的啦，杰洛斯的。
They might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
三小，我肩膀是能蹲的吗？不在我家。还有什么线索吗？那边还有什么？这个是
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for.
我有在思考，有。
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
不晓得。目前没有任何的迹象啊，线索还是太少了。请问西罗有什么问题吗？我们还是要找出就是自己不是凶手的原因。继续调查。桌子上。我觉得都没有找到别的东西了。袭击者的线索。目前是找到一个名片啊。怎么可能？不可能啊！哦，没有看到有别的啦。收音机有看过，就他这种的，就是只有资讯，没有办法去做线索的调查。 到底还少了什么？我觉得该看的我应该都看过了。哎，这里，来，鲜花。
Flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked.
有血哦。
The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through.
真假的想 OK 吗？来吧。
At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through, find out what really happened. My memory ends here, but there's 2 glasses. Who was here with me? I was drinking on my own, and someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
跟谁发生冲突？ 是在哪里结束的？打斗应该是在花盆舞台上结束的。
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
然后后来打到了什么地方？害死那个。 打到了什么地方？梁柱吧。
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me. Pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly.
来吧，验证。
This doesn't fit with the thing I found.
这样的话，影片。 要改一下。
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night. I have a complete picture now.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch?
Don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at the...
What?
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is, if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to... I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
不知道这样对不对？我不是凶手啊！这些什么东西？不会啦，哦。
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? Ask around, see if anyone's seen Dennis today. Maybe see if anything jogs my memory. I've heard worse plans. Basswood's small. If Dennis came through Main Street, someone saw him.
Nej.
Hey. Don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I suppose. I grew up here. Been gone for a couple of years. I'm not staying long.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Slow day so far.
But people are gonna swarm the cafe once the celebration starts. I guess I need.
没事啦，哦，没事。还有1个月，还有1个月，还有20几天。
Yo, get out the way.
别挡路。
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Shh, fuck you.
That's enough.
公三小 W 气。你也是啊，哼。你也是。
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course.
Wow.
I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestines starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood. I'm trying to find something for it, and if it doesn't help, can't hurt. I'm glad someone took over this old drugstore. Can you imagine? This town without a pharmacy would be like, well, me with a hole in my gut. I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
可以啦，可以，不要担心。
Oh, yes, always.
好好说话哦，想清楚哦，想清楚再打字哦。可以啦，可以，没有问题。
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
有吗？有吗？
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs. He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
哦，他就是修啊。
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Yeah, I got to hear all about it secondhand. Really not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
A pill pusher who doesn't want to push pills. That's a new one.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Of course.
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
我刚刚收到一个好消息，我找到愿意跟我合租内费斯的人了，而不是 PS5。我终于找到了，我没有中乐透，我也希望我中乐透。
I hope you'll stay for the festivities, Samuel.
等我一下。 没有，我找到 Nefis 的人了。耶！什么意思？字面上的意思就是我找到合购的人了。不会不会，赞！对呀，共享账号的人。怎么会？没什么好看的，不会啊。不过它上面的确是旧片比较多啦，它那上面有不少旧片。你都独享，你也太厉害了吧！你就都花300多块这样，390一个月390这样下去。真假还好，哇塞！勇者，哇，你这个数字哇，听起来头有点痛痛的。你那个数字我听了有点shock。每天少喝1瓶饮料，哇，这个牺牲很伟大，这个牺牲很伟大。我离开一下。
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
加班2个小时，太辛苦了吧
？Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry I missed that. You could both use the thumping. But I left early to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter. And I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help.
Oh, 是这样。
3 boxes of codeine. 5 tubes of anti-inflammatory gel. Sam, I'm busy.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
不一定，但一定会跑厕所，但次数不一定哦，看水量的多寡。
Reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches.
跑越多赚越多。
Reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches.
西罗，该不会你都用这种方式吧？你都用这种方式在赚钱吗？嗯。
Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon.
是。
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago, and Kathy still keeps it with her.
哦，我也蛮喜欢喝公司的水的。喝水健康，喝水好啊。在公司也蛮喜欢喝水的。
Miner's Day always ends up exactly the same. Relaxing.
不是厕所的水哦，没有人会去喝厕所的水，好吗？但是饮水机的水啊。你什么时候才毕业啊？我总觉得你当学生当很久了。请问你什么时候才会毕业？不告诉我，还是你是不是延毕？你应该不是延毕吧？还是留级之类的？哦，水费太便宜了，是不是？我有茶包，对，我会公司有提供零食经费，哦，我都拿经费来买茶包，还有买零食，好吃哦。
The perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
吃饱喝饱，每天疯狂吃疯狂喝。
I could never decide if it was my Enterprise or my Millennium Falcon.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It could get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? It grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. It takes a while to clear it out.
I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
香奈儿是前者还是后者呢？
Sorry, Sam, I'm still on duty. I wouldn't want anyone making off with a statue.
Didn't used to see this around. Surprised it hasn't been removed.
香奈儿是哪一个啊？
You know you're in Basswood when even the graffiti's about minors. It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
哦，那看来你是前者咯。
At least the Basswood jungle is still standing.
哎呦，不错哦。不告诉我，该抖一些了吧？我也是希望可以成为前者的后者可怜人。我是个希望成为前者的后者可怜人，希望你可以帮帮我。有了你的支持，我才可以更有动力迈向前者。帮帮我！哦，哎，你在这。
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. I heard you asking about my dad last night.
Careful about listening to other people's conversations. Some find it rude.
Then everyone should talk quieter.
That's what I always say. Ever consider being a reporter when you grow up?
I've thought about it, but that's not what I want to do. Did you find out anything about my dad?
Not yet. Not really, at least.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't... I don't know. I don't see this place. Or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well, that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
It's tough seeing her like this. Seems she got older by 6 years in just 2.
那是香奈儿的处境吗？
I'll be fine. Just waiting for my mom's shift to end. Normally I'd be with my dad, but...
I came here every morning before work to share a coffee with Anna.
哇，香奈儿好棒哦！香奈儿是一个称职的好员工。
Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. Boys give you trouble?
They might have given me a bit of a welcome back.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I can just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man's sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Yeah, cripple takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
哇，希洛，你这个，这是包还是扁？请问？
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
我不晓得啊。
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best.
咖啡厅。通货膨胀啊！新的一年就是把货币也是会通货膨胀的。
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
I don't know. How many?
3. 1 to replace the light bulb, 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, just not the kind of funny you laugh at. So, you still want to hear the story?
空3小时，并没有好吗？
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. He didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strikebreakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force, Union men. Met the strikebreakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now. Oh.
It definitely makes for one hell of a story.
There's heroes everywhere. Heroes who died for what I have. So, I do my part. Feel I owe it to them.
I get it.
I think you do. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now. Sorry, I really need to finish this. These old hands can't be idle.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even... It's like a... Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise, but...
I wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there.
Have you seen Dennis since yesterday?
Have you not learned to not interrupt people when they're talking, Sam?
I don't have time for small talk today.
As rude as ever. I haven't seen Dennis. You have a nice day.
Anna's here. I should talk to her.
不要生气嘛。
The cost. Right, so the overhead would
You seem real engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. Trying to.
You still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've never had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not that my margins have been cutting it lately. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
Who'd be crazy enough to invest in Basswood now?
A good man, that's who. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh, dear. I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other. Every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. It's just been a bit slow the last few years. All over town, really.
That's just a rough patch. People will adapt. They just need time.
It's not always easy to look on the bright side when you're trying to make it through. But you know us. We always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day, but here we are.
I feel strange being back here. I don't think I've been in your cafe in a while.
Almost 2.5 years. Anna kept coming in, but you stopped.
You noticed that?
I could tell you two dears weren't gonna make it. It broke my heart.
Well, sounds like you knew before I did.
Gotta have one eye on the customer and one eye on the books. Not that I really want to keep an eye on the books, mind you. Say, hun, would you mind if I finish this?
Oh yeah, of course. Good luck with your book balancing.
Mm-hmm. This'll just be too expensive.
Coffee.
Not very inspired.
Hey man, thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh right, you're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right? Hey man, my break's over. I gotta focus on work. Hey man, my break's over. I gotta focus on work.
Sam, I didn't think you'd actually show up.
I didn't think I would either. But hey, sometimes we surprise ourselves.
So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
It was really more of a scuffle than a fight. A bit of tit for tat.
Oh, well, if it was just a bit of friendly fisticuffs.
Yeah, I don't know if I could call it friendly. You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in. She might slow me down. Or try to involve the cops. She might do those things, yes. Or she might be someone who you can trust. Who can help.
哦，跟他讲，我就信你，我就信你。
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know. Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood Jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam. What have you done?
可是都是血，然后打丹尼，那血应该也不是丹尼尔的吧？如果是的话，还蛮奇怪的。不过总算找到人了。阿丹跟山姆，说是在警局那边嘛，还是 这什么 jungle？ 我以为是在警局那边。
Still gotta check the Basswood Jungle. Hopefully Dennis is working today.
Basswood Jungle.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me. Locked. I should check the back.
我去看看后门。
My. Look what we got here. Showing your face in town again. I thought you were smarter than that. But I'm glad we ran into you. We have unfinished business after all.
Joel, look.
Careful. I don't want to have this conversation again. We clear?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Clear enough?
Maybe one more time.
Declan's right down the street.
This is a small town. There's not enough room for you in it.
At least the Basswood Jungle is still standing. Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it. Where is Dennis? He should be in here.
会不会找到以后？丹尼斯躺在那边啊！真的哎，干真的。
Dennis, what happened? Who? Is that how I got blood on me? Did I?
到底怎么一回事啊？ 是我啊，不是我杀的。
You can do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem.
是我杀的，分身。 要杀。
Sam, no, don't think about that. Don't let it in.
怎么办？可是他们都分身是这位，集中精神。
Keep going. You got this.
再来，再来。哪一位？哎，走太近了吧！
Focus on me, Sam.
分身啊
Keep going. You got this.
分身真的很耍宝。出来啊！
Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it.
在哪里 ？Where are you?
This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Sam, keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you.
来吧，了解，集中精神。
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
什么武器造成的？
Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet
枪，
go?
子弹是吧？
Some IT documents. Nothing useful. Blood sprayed on the desk from the injury. But I need more to go on. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go?
我找到了。
The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun.
我要来找那把枪。这边有枪套。
His gun is gone. He had it earlier. Where did it go? The shooter used Dennis's gun, but I didn't have it this morning. And how did I get the blood on me?
哎，这边有一个脚印哎，看血迹。
The blood has been disturbed. By what? A blood trail leads off. Someone or something moved through it. Me? The blood pooled where Dennis fell, so the body was moved. If I moved it, that's how the blood got on my shirt.
哦，他动尸体，可是他为什么要动
I have
尸
a
体？
complete picture now. The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole.
这也太夸张了吧
I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis.
怎么可能看到这个景象还可以继续喝醉？屁呀！
I need to find out why Dennis was killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start.
喝醉然后晃来这边，看到下课就回旅馆睡着了，这有点扯。
You didn't deserve this. No one deserves this.
你是认为喝醉都是假的？
You didn't deserve this. No one deserves this. Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly. They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings. Smart. Someone was watching. Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out. Puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead. I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office and check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on. Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around.
找起来。
Walter always treated us like family.
那以前的东西哦。
Might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place.
会不会是猫猫？
Walter was never tech savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office.
感觉是猫猫，看起来像是个爱猫人士。
Just reminders. Nothing that could be used as a password. She used to be the office administrator ages ago.
名字，可是我这边没有办法去输入他的密码。 应该还是要去找线索。
A photo Walter took of his first desk on his first day of work. Nick inherited it. He loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. Wouldn't be surprised if that was his password. That was just after Anna came on. And we really were a small clan. That was just after Anna came on. And we really were a small clan. strange how calm it is out there when... well, this happened.
我是凶手，好吗？我怎么会是凶手？我屁事呢
？Joan used to keep this with her at all times, always observing and sketching and... what are those numbers?
3121密码3121，我觉得它是密码。
Valid question. Still not sure. They don't even work here anymore. Someone should really clean up this board.
我找到密码了。
If I had the code, I could get in here.
3121。
Thanks, Bug.
Yeah.
Your obsessive snooping pays off.
Nice.
Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation? Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something, or someone. Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. But what was he looking for? Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big. Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. What was he looking for? What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. It's possible Walter missed something. Could be worth checking his office. Nick's computer is missing. He took it home to work or stolen. The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. Nick's computer is missing. He took it home to work or stolen. The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. Nick wouldn't mind if I kept this, for old time's sake. lot of junk in here, but none of it is useful to me. You didn't deserve this. No one deserves this. Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password. His granddad rock a thing? If so, Walter and Anna are both into it. Good for Walter that Judith is doing all right. She means the world to him. So much so that she could be his password. I can't imagine Walter getting a suntan at the beach. He can't stay still. Bryn never looked happy a day in her life. Been Walter's cat for years. Maybe he set her name as his password. And I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter. Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on. And he always kept his window open. The car really burned, though that's very uncommon in most crashes. So, Walter got the police report from Bess. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him. And his seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do. He loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. That was just after Anna came on, and we really were a small clan. So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in? Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately. Nick was in over his head. Working on his own might have ended badly for him. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know. Changed decade-long habits? I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening? Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna, listen to me. You need to be here with me and listen to what I have to say.
Oh my God, no. How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Your bloody shirt was clearly from this. That means you were here yesterday. It links you to the crime scene. And you've been running around town all morning asking about Dennis. It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family. They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point. Someone is gonna find him eventually.
Wow.
Involving the police would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own.
不应该跟他讲了。
Efficient and possibly friendless. You've already trusted Anna once. I suggest you keep on that road.
要吗？要吗？那可以相信吗？
Anna, no. They'll want to interrogate me, and we'll never find out who did this.
What's wrong with you? How could you be so cold?
We can't make him not dead. What we do now will decide if we can find out what really happened. Trust me.
I'm not comfortable with this. But if you insist, we'll just leave him.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
Sam, I'm not sure this is a good idea, going on your own like that.
I'd like you to come with me. Whatever I find, I don't want to face it alone.
Let's go to the crash site. We don't have a second to lose.
Get 一个帮手。刚刚差点以为会撕破脸，还好没有，还反而获得一个小帮手。
Here we are.
It barely looks like anything happened.
It's been a week, but we'll find something. I know we will.
Is it okay if I stay here? I don't think I'm ready to...
Sure. I doubt I'll be good company anyway.
You mean you're over-focused to the point of non-reactive thing? I remember, especially how you always end up being right somehow. I hope. I don't know what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, me neither. This is the place. Nick, I'll get to the bottom of this. First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened.
好，今天就先到这里。哦，好多人啊！凶手还没有，现在还在继续找线索，还在继续找线索哦，好不好？公三小我为什么要被抓去关？ 我想要是被抓去关，哈哈哈哈。好像不长哎。还算有一段，可是感觉好像整体来说不太长，不知道是不是我的错觉。实况监狱干什么？好，今天就先到这。好，目前的进度是，我们就是就是整体的状况是这样的。就是一开始原本是要去打听一个失去意外的好朋友的事件，然后结果在打听的当天，他喝醉酒了。喝醉酒就是本来喝醉酒，还有一阵小扭打，然后本来的那个他是要去找某个人，结果找到那个人的那个当下，对方却死掉了。死掉了，然后他又喝醉酒，意识朦胧就跑走了，跑回了旅馆睡觉。隔天醒来发现，我身上都血，然后再去追究说我刚刚说的那些事情，就发现说，就把我刚刚说的那些状况给厘清，这样。接着现在要做的事情就是去找线索，就是究竟是谁杀了他，还有发现好朋友的死并不单纯，不是个意外，这样就这样啊，还没有解释说为什么他会有脑中的另外一个人，这件事情不晓得啊。还有说他好像类似蛮害怕，就是什么。就是故事里面都会一直出现有一些什么勇于面对啊，还有逃避的选择，就不知道他曾经有受过什么创伤。另外还有一点就是小镇上的人都蛮讨厌他的，因为他曾经有做了一件让小镇上的人都非常不开心的事情，这样子。好，目前知道的讯息是这样，然后凶手不是我，好不好？不是我屁事！我是帮忙找出凶手的人，怎么会去杀人呢？对不对？好，那就这样，今天就先到这了。我们下次开台再继续寻找凶手。谢谢大家，大家晚安，888888888。